In the words of the late, great Ronald Reagan,
there you go again.
a few days ago, the mayor, Darlene Copeland, posted what can only be described as about 3 sheets worth of nothing but lies. Spin, spin, spin. That's all it is. Trying to obfuscate the truth. The real truth. And this is my response to her claims. There's a claim in this post. This is something along the lines of the city council actually does listen to the citizens. And that saying otherwise is, and I quote, totally wrong, end quote. Alright, let's talk about reality for a minute. If the council truly listens and acts, then where's the record of it? Where are the agenda items that came directly from the citizens' concerns? Where are the decisions that actually changed because people showed up and spoke? Because what the people of Blue Mountain see over and over again is this. We speak, we voice our concerns, and then the council does what it wants to do anyway. The council does what Darlene wants them to do anyway. That's not listening, that's a formality. And now we're told if it's something we can act on, we do, quote unquote. That sounds great. Yet somehow we can't act on it seems to always be the answer. At some point, that stops being an explanation and starts being an excuse. And then there's this idea that, quote, most people don't come into this job with experience, end quote. That may be true for some, but it's not true for everyone, and it's certainly not true with me. I spent years helping lead and run large organizations, managing people, operations, and real responsibilities that affect real lives. As an executive senior pastor, I wasn't just holding a title. I was responsible for leadership, structure, and making sure things actually functioned. Exodus 18 talks about leaders of thousands, leaders of hundreds, leaders of 50s, and leaders of 10s. People entrusted to carry responsibility and represent others well. That's not theory to me. That's actual experience. So no, this is not a learning curve for me. This is exactly what I'm prepared to do. Now let's talk about transparency. We've been told everything is handled properly. The requests go through attorneys, go to the Attorney General, and that rules are being followed. But from the citizens' perspective, requests get delayed, they get pushed up the chain, and answers are hard to come by. That's not transparency people can actually see. That's process. That's delay through process. And blaming citizens for filing open records requests? That's not right. Those requests exist because the public has a right to know. If people are asking over and over again, it usually means they're not getting answers. The people of Blue Mound are not confused. We know what we've seen, we know what we've experienced. And we know the difference between being heard and being acknowledged, but ignored. We don't need excuses anymore. I want to address one more thing. The tax increase. Darlene Copeland and her city council increased the taxes by 31.25%. And again, that may not sound like a whole lot of money to a lot of people, but it does to me. And she says, and I quote, "Every person sitting on that council had their taxes raised just like everyone else did, including myself." That is a lie. Because with the exception of one, maybe two people, everyone on that city council, including Darlene Copeland herself, is a senior citizen. That's right. And after the age of 65, your property taxes are frozen, which means you do not feel the same impact that the rest of us do. You don't. It's that simple. And many of you, for all I know, could have had your taxes deferred, which means you're not paying anything. And it's wrong. It's outright wrong to ask the citizens of this city to bear a burden that you yourself are not willing to bear. It is outrageous and it is completely wrong. And it cannot continue. On May 2nd, 2026, the reckoning is coming. And the reckoning comes when Darlene Copeland loses her job. When the citizens of this city vote her out of office. May God bless each and every one of you. And God bless the city of Blue Mound, Texas.
No, make no mistake. It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning.